Join us in this episode as we look back on our first 3 months of travelling Australia with kids, and we break down all of our costs for you.
G'day guys, and welcome to another episode. This one is going to be a bit of the same as last time. It's going to be about 3 months travelling on the road with kids and our budget breakdown for that 3 months. So I don't know if we've introduced ourselves properly, so we're just going to do a little bit here. I'm Nick.
I'm Elenia.
Finny's over there. And Lennox is in the car having a sleep at the moment, so he's not with us. He's the crazy one. You've probably seen him on our videos. But if you're new to this channel, go over and hit the subscribe button and flick through some of our videos from our last 3 months. We've got some pretty cool stuff coming up in the next year or so. So
stay tuned.
So let's get into it. 3 months travelling with the kids.
Alright, so first thing, what we have found the hardest on the road with the boys is probably, I reckon, just finding downtime for ourselves, because they're pretty, it's pretty full on, as most of you know, to have kids. Yeah, it's just full on, so trying to find time to just go out and do what you want to do is very difficult.
Well, there's no escape for the kids. Not that we want to escape the kids, but you're with them 24/7. There's no, there's no family to offload them for a couple of hours a day, sort of thing. You're with them 24/7, which in turn is a good thing. We like it, we love it, but yeah, sometimes it just gets you down a bit.
Yeah, it does.
But that's it. That's travelling, I guess.
Yeah. And the other thing I've personally found a little bit difficult is watching Lennox. So he's just over 2 now, and he's just into everything, into mud, running around everywhere. And some campsites, we stay at a lot of free camps, so it's normally near roads or something like that, just keeping him in the vicinity. But yeah, he's settled into it really well, I reckon.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah, you just don't know who's out there, so you got to keep an eye on them 24/7. It's not like you're in a house where they can run around.
Really,
they're running around outside all the time. So
yeah. So yeah, that's what I found important.
Yeah. Finding time for ourselves is another one. For example, I love me fishing, so that's, with kids, Lennox is trying to snap me rods all the time, all that sort of stuff, which is fun. It's fun, whatever. But how we combat, we sort of, if I want to take off, go fishing for a couple of hours, Elenia will look after the boys and vice versa. So to still do the things we want to do by ourselves, have a bit of alone time, I guess.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's different, but good.
And I guess another one to touch on is the sleeping. Because the boys, our van's only 16 foot, so the boys, they're sleeping on top of each other, and Finny's only a young man, and he's been pretty quiet at the moment, but he can make a racket. And yes, I suppose Lennox is just getting used to being able to sleep through that racket, and which they're good now. They're sleeping.
They are.
And Lennox loves his bed. He doesn't want to sleep anywhere else.
Yeah, we're home at the moment for Christmas, but yeah, he will not sleep in anyone's bed. He loves the van, loves his bed, loves climbing up there.
I suppose, and there's not too much else that we found too hard.
Yeah.
I suppose the cost of it, we travelled back in for 18 months, just Elenia and I, and it does cost more to travel with kids. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
So,
but there is ways around it. You just got to know how to budget, and we'll run you through that shortly.
Yeah. So actually, well, that's enough of that stuff, I reckon. What we found hard.
Yeah. What we found good.
Yeah. What we found good.
So I absolutely love having Nick here. It's really nice to be able to have that one-on-one time with each of the boys. So when I feel like I'm not spending enough time with one, I'll just say, Nick, do you reckon you could just take Lennox for a little bit? I can spend some one-on-one time with Finny, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's been really good. It's helpful.
Yeah. One for me is I love being with the boys. Before we set off, obviously, Elenia was looking after the boys because of Finny's age, and I was working. So I love being home, being at home in the van with the boys.
Yeah, it's nice, because normally when Nick came home, it would just be sort of the bedtime routine where it's just full on for the couple of hours, and then the boys were in bed.
Yeah.
So Nick didn't really get much time with us.
Yeah, I missed a lot. I always used to get videos from Melania when I was at work, and yeah, now I'm not missing out on that. I get to witness it firsthand. So
yeah, love showing the boys the new places that we go to. Like Lennox is such an outdoor kid. Even Finley is actually. Even just we've had a bit of rain in the first 3 months, and God, it is so painful. There's only so much puddle jumping, so much movies you can sort of distract Lennox with. But yeah,
they learn a lot on the road too, which is cool, and we get to teach them stuff. You know, teach them stuff on the road.
Yeah.
You know, Lennox is picking oysters off the rocks and all sorts of stuff.
Getting near the campfire, like he's getting that spatial awareness around a fire, which is really good and handy to have.
Yeah, and he's only 2 years old, so
yeah.
What's another thing? Oh, I love me fishing, so obviously that is an awesome one. We get to you know, explore new places, obviously with the boat and everything. So all that sort of thing, I just find really interesting, and doing it as family is even better. So.
Yeah, and another thing I love is how we're actually making these videos. Yes, it's for you guys, but it's also our strong one is to show the boys, because I know they won't remember. But yeah, this will be awesome to show the boys later on.
Yeah, show them what they've done.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon? We just kick into the budget?
Yeah. We'll let you know our budget for the first 3 months of travelling with the boys.
So, the budget. I guess everyone wants to hear about budget if you're looking at travelling, but everyone's different. Everyone's got different budgets. Everyone spends differently. For us, we gotta love low-cost camping, free camping even better. Yeah, we love catching our own food. Obviously, fish is a big one. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to dive into it and tell you how much exactly we spend for this first 3 months of travel.
Yeah.
And break it down into a few different groups. And here it is.
All right, so I use it's called Pennyworth app I've got an iPhone. And I also write it down in a budget planner that I just got from Kmart. But from the last 3 months, in food, which was our biggest spend actually, which I was a bit surprised on, was $1,484. So when we do a shop, we normally do maybe like $300, and that's a big shop, and that's
everything.
Yeah, last is maybe 2, and we tried 3 weeks one time, and we were really down on rations. But yeah, with the boys, because Lennox is eating a lot. But yeah, that's our food. Accommodation, we spent $1,329. So that's a lot more than we normally spend, only because we're on the New South Wales coastline. We've sort of stayed, and really it's just national parks. There's not many free camps at all. So hopefully we can sort of...
Yeah, well, we will get down that up, because when we get up north, different beast. Anyway.
So that was our second most expensive. And then fuel at $1,179, and that's for the 3 months.
Yeah.
But we travel...
Well, with that fuel, we've done about 5,500 k's with that fuel.
Yeah.
So maxi average is around 15 to 16 litres per 100 kilometres, which for the setup and the boat and all that, I think is pretty good. Yeah.
Fuel we did all right with, but we don't go, when we normally travel, we don't go long distances. If we find a nice camp, we'll stay there like a week or 2, and that'll keep costs down again. Next one's like miscellaneous sort of thing. So because we wanted the 3 months to see what we needed, didn't need, that sort of thing with the boys, we ended up going to BCF a lot. BCF, what else? Repco.
Oh, just all the miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah. So that was $1,110. So normally we don't do that. Now we've nutted it out. Hopefully, again,
we're set.
Yeah, we're set. Next one, so we thought we'd include our insurances for the car, the caravan, all that sort of thing. So we worked that out at $68 per week.
Yeah, for car and caravan.
For car and caravan. So we've added that in. Eating out, just like, you know, ice creams, going to Macca's, which we should do, was $574. Yeah. And alcohol. Alcohol was $274. We're not
big drinkers, really. No. don't mind. We do like a drink every now and again, especially when the kids are having a good day.
Yeah. Don't do that, that's annoying. Then nappies and formula, I've put in a different one because that won't be there all the time. But
you don't have kids, you don't
need to worry about it. Yeah, but we spend $215. Finney's on formula, obviously in nappies, and Lennox is only in nappies at night. So that's how much we spent with them. The phone, so we actually just work off one phone when we're on the road, cuts down expenses, and plus we're together most of the time. And whoever has the boys has the phone, just in case something happens. But
no need for a second phone. So.
No. So we've actually, I think we pay $65 a month, and I've just cut that down each week to, I think it works out at $16.25 a week. So I've added that in. And just activities. We actually haven't done too many activities, only because we've sort of done the New South Wales coastline.
We've done a lot of it, and we've got tinny and all that sort of thing, which is what we like doing. So our activities are getting out and exploring that way.
Yeah.
So we haven't spent much at all.
Yeah, and $153.85.
Yeah. So all up in that 12 weeks of travel was $7,248, which, if you break it down to a weekly budget, is $604 a week.
Which is good.
Which is
I'm happy with that.
Which is what we planned in the beginning to do.
We work when we need to, or want to, and that's how we budget and travel around Australia. So that's the first 3 months.
So thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, obviously subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and come with us next year, because it's just packed, it's action packed, we can't wait.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.